It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. You guys know I do this every single episode, and we'll continue to do this every single episode. So this week's, did Trump do that?
Oh, man.
And the answer is always, yes, that motherfucker did. And I will tell you, I almost didn't even have this as a topic this week. I was like, you know what? He ain't even do nothing crazy this week. We don't have to, I don't want to go too hard for no reason. Because then you start losing the plot. I don't want to force nothing.
You start just hating.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, you know what? It's Thursday. Let me send out this rundown to James and Michael. What's Trump going to do in 24 hours? Turns out, he going to do a lot of shit in 24 hours.
You don't waste a day, do you?
One thing that nigga do is that nigga get to work. Like that, that nigga is not playing when he tell you he gonna do some shit.
So, today, Friday, job reports come out, right? We're a month past the end of Q2. This is usually when people start finishing up their books. I'm in accounting, so I'm used to this schedule. This is really when Q2 numbers, when you really know the numbers around this time, like end of July, beginning of August. So, turns out only 73,000 jobs added. That doesn't sound crazy by itself, right?
Yeah, I was like, is that bad? Because that sounds good.
What are the usual numbers? That's my question.
Yeah.
The usual numbers are usually a lot higher.
Oh, shit.
So, in May, there was an estimated 144,000 gained. They went back, revised it. Apparently, the numbers were off. Only 19,000 were gained.
Oh, that's crazy.
In June, they reported 147,000 jobs gained. They went back, revised it, saw the actual numbers was only 14,000.
Oh, yikes.
So, numbers come out. Trump goes, yo, this can't be right. Who reported these numbers? Who did it? It was a lady by the name of Erica McIntarfer. Sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. So what does Trump do? Fires her.
When Trump heard her name and he said he had the same thing you said, sounds ethnic. Get rid of that bitch.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
That's not me saying that, that's Trump saying that, by the way.
I know it's like bad to say or whatever. Trump does move like a nigga low key because Trump be like, oh, I fucked up. Let me just sweep that under the rug real quick.
I'm not trying to hear that because
I actually disagree with that.
Because we had a black man as president.
No.
And that would.
Notice what you said. You said we had a black man. Obama is a black man. Trump operate like a nigga.
See, I'm not going for that either.
This is what I think. Trump
does, bro.
operates like a fucking sociopath. I don't want to put that. I don't want to align that with black people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like Trump moves like a crate, like I cannot do no wrong. Like I know what you're talking about. Like niggas, we do have a certain brand of stubbornness.
Niggas, not black people, not African Americans. Niggas.
Trump is on a different level.
He operates like a con man, really.
Yes.
So all right, these job numbers, these are the biggest drops since COVID. He says they were faked by Erica.
That's that nigga bag. That's that nigga's bag.
And that's why he was like, she gotta be fired. Now, over $1 trillion were lost or transferred as a loss in the stock exchange after this because everyone was operating on, tariffs aren't that bad. But obviously, I think, especially in the manufacturing sector, thousands of jobs have been gained, lost, like every month. Like the only reason that we even have like a gain on jobs is because of like one or two sectors, which I think is either education and tech. But everything else is down. So
fuck Donald Trump, nigga.
I think
it's not.
Trump, like, you know how in England they have the Queen and then they have like actual parliament and shit like that? I feel like Trump at this point is like the king of the United States, where it's like he's like low key him and like the tech niggas who are just making like Sam Altman and the nigga who runs OpenAI, like those niggas, where it's like I've been watching Game of Thrones lately. And the reason that relates to this is because it's like they have like kings and queens and lords and shit like that. I feel like in modern politics, Trump is like the king, But it's like there's a lot of people behind him who actually make decisions and actually make shit shake. And Trump is just the face of it all. Because like realistically, Trump is like a bumbling grandpa. He's like, oh, I just say things and blah, blah, blah. I'm the president. But it's like Trump's not really the one who's making these decisions behind the scenes. It's like some other people in a room that we don't even know about.
Well, this is what Trump had to say about this jobs report.
And there have been a lot of questions, and we fired her because we didn't believe the numbers today. Even though interest rates are too high, we have a terrible head of the Fed. He keeps interest rates too high. And I could understand that, but I don't believe those numbers. I think because we're doing so well, and we fired her. This is not something from just now. This was before the election where she got, meaning Kamala, we thought it was Biden, but turned out being Kamala, where they got very, very strong numbers. I said, what's this all about? And they adjusted them, and then later on they adjust them, I guess, downward. But we don't want that. We want straight numbers. I was thinking this morning when I saw the numbers, I said, who makes these numbers anyway? I never gave it much thought other than before the election, but it didn't work out too well, for them. I won the election. So maybe people don't believe it or whatever, but I was saying to myself, I wonder who does this. And when I checked, I said, this person is very suspect to me. So
the accusation is this person was.
No, bro, but that's my point. This nigga literally talks like, you know how you'd have like niggas who would do school presentations in like high school, and niggas would go up there and you'd be like, this nigga didn't read the fucking book. Yeah. Trump talks like
this
that.
This nigga said absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
He just said absolutely. If you're listening with a critical thinking brain, he said nothing.
He's not saying shit. And you know what this is? This is, all right, let's say we were playing basketball, right? And I keep passing to James in the corner like, yo, James, shoot that. Brick. James, shoot that. Brick. James goes 0 for 5 from 3.
Which would never happen.
He goes up to the stats table. He goes, hey, what'd I shoot? 0 for 5. Nah, get this girl out of here. What the fuck? I ain't shooting no 0 for 5 from 3.
But that's why I don't
think... It's like we see it, though.
But that's why I don't think Trump runs shit, bro. I think behind the scenes, there's a group of niggas who actually make shit happen, and they just go, Trump, go out there and just talk to the people.
Don't you think those people would prep Trump better to like justify the things in front of the press?
No, because it doesn't matter. Like, what about what Trump said just now impacts your life?
None of it. Imagine going to your doctor, and your doctor's like, hey, your blood pressure kind of high. Your cholesterol high too. I think you need to change what you're doing in your life. Mm-hmm. And instead of you changing what you're doing, you go, I need a new doctor. Who's gonna tell me I'm perfectly fine? Like, America's gonna have a heart attack in a couple years. We're gonna be like, how did we not see this coming?
We're having a heart attack right now.
And it's like the doctor's been told you. The doctor's been told you.
Because, bro, like, think about it for real. Like,
get your 10,000 steps in.
Everybody sitting at this on this couch right now has gone to college and graduated. That already separates us from the majority of like Black Americans, just in general. That separates us from the majority of people in general.
Americans.
So yeah. So it's like I feel like sometimes it's so interesting having these conversations because it's like niggas who, like, the majority of niggas I interact with went to college. But that's not the majority of people in the country.
Yeah.
So those niggas are suffering today. It might not hit our doorsteps for a minute because, like, we've done different things that have differentiated us. But, like, the average person in America is getting fucked today.
And we're in a bubble in California.
Yeah, oh, bro, for sure. Go look at, like, Kentucky or Missouri, these random ass, like, flyover states. They're getting hit today. That's why I don't get how they keep voting for this dude.
EJ, I'm with you. Like, I think it's silly. Like, he, instead of, like, looking at investigating why are we underperforming, it's silly to fire the person that just reported it. I guess my thing is, like, if you're going to make bad decisions and fuck shit up, at least have a good excuse. And like, for him to sit down there and say absolutely fucking nothing
is because you gotta think about it.
What?
You gotta think about it. Like, let's say there was tsunamis hitting LA and you live in LA. Like, you had a reporter in LA, you had a reporter in like Vegas, and you had a reporter in Chicago. As you get closer to the actual ocean, like where the people are getting damaged, they're gonna be more truthful because they're like, bro, there's nothing to play about. Like, I'm underwater right now. As you get closer to Chicago, they're like, it's a wavy day in LA because they're like, it doesn't affect me. But that's how this shit works in real life.
But before Trump even got elected, like when it was still Kamala versus Trump, every economist came out and said, hey, Trump's plan is very inflationary, like it's going to cause a recession.
You're you're a college educated, numbers oriented individual.
And I'm in, and I work in business. So
You hear those things and they mean something to you.
they mean a lot. I see what he wants to do. Before he was doing them, I was just like, that's not gonna work.
That's your
You know?
intelligence, though.
Like-
if you're like, and I'm not saying niggas who didn't go to college are idiots, but it's like if you're not educated enough to understand that part of the conversation, all you hear is like they're just hating on Trump.
Well, I think that's also an issue with news today. It needs to be more accessible to the everyday man. Like there has to be somebody who can translate that higher end shit and like let the people know. And that should be the congressman or the Senate
It should be.
or your chairperson, or whatever. It should be your local government person that should be telling you these things. But politics is so convoluted now, and so I guess you could say quote unquote corrupt, but who knows what it really is. Like, they don't want to do those things.
Niggas get their shit from Twitter, bro. From Twitter and TikTok. Like, think about the niggas that you went to high school with that didn't go on to college. And I'm not saying those niggas are like worse than or whatever. I'm just saying, like, be realistic. Think about, or even some of the niggas you went to college with. Think about how many niggas you know that they get their news from Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. And not like CNN on Instagram, but like this dude they follow who follows politics on Instagram.
Yeah. More Trump news. Remember when he like ended like student loan forgiveness?
Yeah, that nigga a hoe for that.
Turns out you could still get your student loans forgiven. All you gotta do is join ICE.
Oh, I seen. He a sick nigga for that because he made that deal look nice.
All you gotta do is put your mask on. You know, a couple years ago they didn't want the masks on, but now
They hiding that identity.
put the motherfucking masks on.
You seen that shit?
You get your loans forgiven.
I ran out of like my anger and frustration with Trump in the first term. Like I'm just cruising now. I'm just waiting for it to be over.
No, but bro, think about how like somebody. I think somebody mentioned Conman earlier. That nigga
I did
said
see it. I did saw that.
50 bones for the signing bonus, student loan forgiveness. All you gotta do. Modern slave catcher. What's up? How that sound?
That's just crazy. Modern slave catcher is a good way to
But
word that.
you know, like think about everybody that you went to high school with. You know, at least 10 niggas who would hear 50K signing bonus and go, "Hey man, fuck them niggas. Sign me up."
Yeah.
Niggas sign for less for record deals.
What's the army signing bonus?
I have no idea.
A Hellcat in a VA loan? Like,
Man, I have a problematic question, but it has to be asked off record. Like I cannot do that to your podcast, bro.
Are you gonna remember it?
I'm gonna remember it.
All right. That's not all Trump did.
you're a busy boy.
So apparently the former president of Russia went on a little, tweet spree. And because of that, Trump decided to send 2 nuclear-armed submarines
Trump is about that action, bruh.
to Russia's border. And he said the United States is totally prepared for nuclear war against Russia.
Come on, man.
This nigga playing with people's lives now.
Come on, man.
Because of a tweet?
But that's why I said earlier, Trump don't give no, like Trump go, "Oh, you talking that shit? I'm at your doorstep, nigga. What's up?"
But he shouldn't do that.
He shouldn't, but that's our president.
Like, that's something you shouldn't do because someone's waiting for you to, like, you ever, like, go outside with somebody who's, like, waiting to fight somebody?
Yes.
And then they ran into somebody else who wasn't waiting to fight, but is ready to fight whenever they needed to?
Yes.
And then it's just like, yeah, this is exactly what you, like, looked for, and now you on the floor?
But that's, to me at least, that's the comedy of Trump is like, we've always hate, like I voted Republican. I mean, a Democrat. I didn't.
I was about to
That was crazy.
Hey, yo.
I voted Democratic. I did not vote for Donald Trump in either of his elections that he was successful in. However, I know people that did, and I feel like the country can point to the places that did. So for me, when he does all this shit, it's kind of like, it's like if you knew a nigga who was like, we shouldn't put gas in the car, and then you're stuck on the side of the road. It's like, I'm stuck, but I get to watch your ass being stuck too, and you thought this shit was fly. Like, you thought this was the good idea. I'm watching your ass sweat right now because it's like, we didn't have to be here, nigga. You could have just voted smart. But you voted for Make America Great Again. How America look right now, my nigga? Come on.
Oh, God. And I hate Kamala and Trump. They're both They're both bad people. Like we're fucked
It's
either
the
way.
greater of two evils.
It's just they're both bad. I don't trust either one. Like I hate when they try to make it seem like they're both equally fucking terrible.
It's like there's a big difference, bro.
I'm not here to be like campaign and rah for Kamala Harris.
Like you could jump off the second floor of a building, or you could jump off a skyscraper. Which one would you rather?
No, it's just as bad, bro. I'm getting injured.
Like you jump off a building regardless, but it's like
the same niggas that will sit up here and be like, I would never go to the medical procedure. Like, remember when niggas during COVID, niggas was putting braces on people in their living rooms and everyone was talking about them like crazy.
I was doing that a week ago.
I would never get braces in somebody's living room. But then they go, hey, the person that runs the country, we have a person who's done it before and has a career in it. We have a person who has no career in it at all. And they go, fuck the credentials. We need a guy who's of the people.
I have a little cousin who will argue till his face turns blue about the difference between Xbox and PlayStation. But Kamala and Trump, same shit. To him.
They're both politicians. They're both rich people.
Niggas is fake deep. Like, actually read, bro.
And more information on the jobs information. So job cuts have reached 806,383 so far in 2025.
That shit just sounds so bad.
The highest for January through July term since 2020, which is the pandemic. Almost 1 million jobs lost. It's only been 7 months. 6 months of the presidency.
Damn, it hasn't even been a year yet?
Nope.
Bro, I was talking about that. I was talking about that today. This nigga's been in office for 6 months.
It feels like it's been a year and some change.
Bro, this is the busiest nigga we've ever had in office ever. Like in our lifetime.
I got one more Trump update.
All right, let's hear it.
So, Trump instructed the FBI to have about 1,000 FBI agents flag and redact any mention of Trump in the Epstein files that amount to over 100,000 pages of records.
Wait a minute.
Speaking of which, this is the cousin that said that shit.
How many people?
1,000, about 1,000 FBI agents, right? Not only that, Ghislaine Maxwell gets moved from a maximum security prison to a minimum security prison. Oh yeah, and you know that congressional hearing that Ghislaine Maxwell was gonna do? Postponed indefinitely.
Oh, bro, but that's why I said, like, maybe I'm choosing the poor word when I say Trump moves like a nigga. Trump moves like a mafioso boss, where it's like, oh, bet they finna have some dirt come out about me. Let's just go put her in Gen Pop. See if she survived till Thanksgiving the next year.
The only reason why I push back on like what you're saying, I get what you're saying. He moves like a gangster.
Yes,
but at least like mob bosses do shit that's beneficial
for the community,
or that's beneficial for the organization that they're running. I don't know like what he gains.
Trump
from
is
like
he's
supporting coal.
He's benefiting his people.
No, I like he does. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
I understand what you're saying.
Like what logic do you have for supporting coal?
Because
we're gonna bring back coal.
I was talking about this today with one of my friends. Trump is not old enough. Like, he's not young enough to where this is really gonna make a difference in his life.
Can you pull me up, brother?
So if Trump fucks all of us, like, yeah. If Trump fucks all of us like 20-something-year-olds over or like 30-something-year-olds over, he goes, sucks for y'all. I won't be here. So he's not like, it's like, think about it. Like, you know, when you was at your friend's house and you was spending the night and your friend's mom come in and go, I'm gonna fuck y'all up if y'all drink all my Kool-Aid or whatever. And she goes, bet. And I wake up at 10:30 and you go, my mom picking me up at 9. So you're kind of like, I'm gonna drink all this Kool-Aid. You gonna get your ass beat. I'm gonna be at the crib. That's how Trump look at this shit. He goes, oh, jobs is fucked up. I ain't never gonna have another job again. I'm rich.
I'm gonna be dead.
Y'all gonna be fucked. I'm gonna be in the crib. That's why, like, all the niggas that voted for Trump, I was just like, as a young person, an old man is telling you that this is a great idea that's gonna last you and set you up for success. He's gonna be dead. He'll never have to face the consequences. Realistically.
Well, that was this episode of Did Trump do that? And you know the answer is always
hell yeah.
Yes, that motherfucker did.
We taking